How many black men have they killed who was seeking truth, freedom, justice, and equality and freedom for black people here, Mr. Reverend? I'm just saying. What was Malcolm doing, Mr. Reverend? What was Martin doing, Mr. Reverend? Even though they both made mistakes, and we are supposed to learn from that. But who killed them, Mr. Reverend? And for what cause, Mr. Reverend? Why are you not dead somewhere, Mr. Reverend, for teaching falsehood? Why are you not in prison, Reverend, for teaching falsehood? So why don't you teach the people about the revelation of who the real beast is when you give your Sunday mornings, service? Tell them who that beast is. In fact, I've never seen too many reverends talk about the book of Revelations. And I had 3 of them in my family. 1 is still living. That's right. 3 ministers in my family. 2 have died and 1 is still remaining. And out of all of their sermons and out of all of the years that I've been to church, even to guest churches, I've never seen maybe 2 at the most that talk about the book of Revelation. Why is that, Mr. Reverend Porkchop? Why is that? Who is able to make war with the beast, says the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 4, I believe it is. Who is able to make war with the beast that is spoken of in the prophecy that people are still misunderstanding today? But as I stated to you, Mr. Reverend Porkchop, one thing is certain. The name the beast is believed and known by most all readers of that book to refer to a person or a people. So once again, what people was that, Mr. Reverend? In the 18th verse of the same chapter, in the 18th verse of that same chapter, it reads, "Here is wisdom. Let he who hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man." It is the number of a man. And here we are told that the number of beasts referred here is a man or a people. Now, the only way of knowing who just to watch for and to know who that people is by checking out who's doing evil, who's doing consistent wrong, who's moving in a wobbly, swerving like, conniving like, deceiving type of manner, who has deceived the whole world. This is not an actual beast, as everybody knows that. And I guarantee you that if you study the history of how America treats freedom, justice, and equality, which is supposed to be given to all citizens of America, a citizen cannot and will not allow his people in government to treat him in such a way as America has treated black people. To call a person a beast is simply to say, according to the English language, is a violent person, a berserker, a demon, a fiend, a shaitan or satan or a dragon or an evil spirit, a devil, diabolical, Iblis, Azazel, and Abaddon, Apollyon, the prince of devils, the prince of darkness, the prince of this world, the prince of the power of the air. The prince of the power of the air. Who is the prince of the air? Who is that? The ungovernable, the uncontrollable, the brute, the force, the forcibly by man. Who is he that has taken heaven by force? Who is he that has taken heaven by force? Mr. Reverend Porkchop. The above explanation is applied to human beings or people in general. You understand? But even John the Revelator could not have made a better description of the Caucasian race, the right-wing people that's in power. Remember, I'm not talking about white people who go to 9 to 5s every day. They are just pawns in the beast plan as well, because he continues to brainwash them. Sadly, something had really what's the word I want to use? It would reverse on him, because now you got little white boys trying to be black, trying to sound black. Okay? And seeing that we've had centuries of interbreeding among people, that's made your job a lot difficult, Mr. Reverend Porkchop, Mr. Beast himself. Due to that, due to the people waking up, because a lot of people don't believe in this Bible stuff no more. Churches are closing, just as mosques are closing. I'm just saying. But getting back to the message, these right-wing people, these conservative white people here, are the people described as the beast and the revelator that's in the Bible. Study them and study their histories and their dealings with people, and you too, without hesitation, will agree with me 100% that these are the people meant by the revelator, which is John the Revelator, who foresaw the future and the end of the people who wrote it while he and his followers were in exile. I'm just saying, you put religious literature, if you understand religious literature, and you understand history, and you can make the distinction between both, you can see how it is interwoven, and you can see how you are able to discern from it. But some people don't see. I'm just saying, the revelation is claimed by the Christians to have been claimed by St. John the Divine, who was a follower of Jesus, but this is erroneous and wrong. It is by the father of the white race. Okay? It is by the father of the white race. Meaning in mind, the white supremacy mind, because we are the fathers of the white race. But we didn't give them that mind frame. Some people say they have, because they want to come up with, now the Nation of Islam say that we did teach them how to do this to us. I find that to be just straight outrageous. Why would you want to teach a people to use you, abuse you, oppress you, and misuse you, and kill you? I still never understood that. But this is not about the nation, but I just had to throw that out there. Okay? And Mr. Reverend Porkchop, why would you continue to go or send or recommend or propagate the teachings of the great deceiver when you know what the end is for him or her? And if it is to be like you, to cheat the people, to rob the people of their monies, brainwashing them, you're a con man. You're a con man. You're a con man. Reverend Porkchop, you're a con man.